soon again on the markets, which, by the way, is not too bad. There was an initial sell-off, but now the selling pressure is arrested, at least for now. The Nifty is down about 190 points. The mid-cap index is still down 650 points. So give and take after the initial gap down, the market is volatile, but it's not gotten incrementally worse.
It's not, but it's expiry week, Sonia. My sense is, this is going to be one clean-out market. I think too many people have just assumed that the market is essentially buy on dips, and I think maybe in this week the Nifty does test its 200-day moving average at 17,000, and the exponential moving average is 16,900. I think 16,900, 17,000 perhaps gets tested because the way currency market is moving, not just in India, globally, this is not your normal correction. This looks something more sinister. So, but let's see. For now, it's not a collapsing market, as you said, for sure.
Okay, at least for now, it's not collapsing. Let's see how it goes through the course of the day. But let's talk about some companies now. IndiaMART is the company on our radar. About a month back, they were present at the Edelweiss India Singapore conference, where they spoke about, increasing the supplier base, the paying supplier base. And they're confident of adding 8,000 to 9,000 paying suppliers every quarter. So we're just trying to get a check on how the business is shaping up for IndiaMART. Dinesh Agarwal, who's the founder and chief executive officer of IndiaMART InterMESH, joins us now to talk about that. Dinesh, good morning and thanks a lot for joining in. I want to first start by talking about the festive season because it is upon us. Any pickup that you've seen in inquiries and paying customers? Has there been any big spurt in B2B customers, say, in this quarter so far? If you can just share some numbers with us.
Yeah, quarterly numbers would be out in due course of time, but as much as I can tell you, as I told in the July also, that April, May, June was specifically bad during the war and during the inflationary problems. But now I think that is behind us to some extent, and we are seeing recovery in the inquiry and recovery in the customer addition, everything.
Quantify that a little bit with some numbers as compared and where you were at the end of the last quarter. What is the situation now so far?
So last quarter we ended the customer base at 179,000 paying customers, and we have been adding about 8,000 to 9,000 customers per quarter now, as against 5,000 to 6,000 that we used to add pre-COVID level. And we believe that given that the economy has now opened up completely from COVID, I think our sales and service forces are completely on the ground. So we are confident that 8,000 to 9,000 supplier base should be possible every quarter in the coming few quarters.
Sorry, in Q1, your paying subscribers were 10,000, right? In the quarter?
Yeah, it was about 9,900.
Okay, 9,900. So this was compared to about 13,000 in Q4. But this is, I think, higher than the 8,000 to 9,000 run rate that you've been guiding for. Is that this 8,000 to 9,000, is this a level that you will maintain through the course of the year of paying subscribers?
Yes, I think that 13,000 was the aberration because we just opened up our sales force and everything, and Q4 coincided, and Q4 is generally very high quarter for us. So that is why 13,000 is specifically aberration. But from 5,000 to 6,000, we are maintaining our guidelines to 8,000 to 9,000.
Okay. And in terms of inquiries, the number of inquiries has dropped. In Q1, I think it was 115 million. You had a range of about 150, 160 in the preceding quarters. What will the average look like?
Yeah, so look at the daily business inquiries, unique business inquiries, that were 22 million. They used to be in the range of 24, 25 million. And we believe that we should be back to 23, 24 million in the coming quarters or so. In terms of total business inquiries delivered, as I had told earlier also, that we are now making certain algorithmic changes that not every unique buyer is required to be matchmade with 6 or 7 suppliers. Now we are able to do the fulfillment within about 5 suppliers only. So that is why you are saying total business inquiries delivered come down to 120 million or so, and that will remain like this.
So revenue growth, what's your expectation? 20% plus?
Yes, I think I guided earlier also that this particular year, because if you see, our revenue comes from the collection from operation, and collection from operation has been growing at a healthy pace in the last couple of quarters. especially because of the low base effect as well as increase in the supplier base. So I think we will continue to maintain 20+% of revenue growth.
Okay. I have to ask you about competition because quite a bit of it has picked up with names like Udaan or even with Just Dial, right? Can you help us with how you're sort of combating competition? Also, what is the market share currently? Has it been eroded because of the rising threat?
I think we are gaining market share as the B2B is increasing. And Just Dial has been completely into the consumer services kind of business, which is not our forte. And Udaan, the name that you took is mostly FMCG distribution, which is again not our forte. Our forte has been mostly the engineering products, medical products, and those kind of products. And there we are, I think, gaining market share slowly and slowly.
So gaining market share, how much is it now?
We haven't done any study so far in the recent times because of the COVID. I think we will constitute a study to find out the exact market share now.
Okay. Can you tell us, any M&A plans that you would have? I mean, post the fundraising and the buyback, etc., you have about 100 crores on your books in terms of cash, if I'm not wrong. Would you want to deploy that in any way, either in terms of any acquisitions or through the inorganic route?
We recently completed Busy Infotech acquisition at 500 crores, and that was completed in Q1 beginning. And we are trying to properly integrate that company properly into our systems and operations. And we have about 2,000 crores of cash now on our books. And we will continue to look for investments and M&A opportunities as and when they emerge.
Sorry, just one follow-up. Because this capital allocation policy has caused some concerns with analysts because of the expensive nature of the acquisitions. Can you tell us these recent acquisitions that you've done, how are they faring so far and what is the prognosis?
Yeah, so if you look at Busy, it is only 1 quarter of the results that we have done. And we have done fairly okay with that. And technology stocks technology companies are always a little expensive when you buy them. And when you only look back, if you are able to successfully grow them, then only they look cheaper. So I think.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much. Appreciate you joining in and running us through all of that commentary, a little bit of outlook there. Thank you very much for that. Well, the market, of course, is the big story, which is down 250 points. So there are these attempts occasionally which are happening at a bit of a rebound. I mean, one big one was, of course, from the low, which was made at about 920. The price was about 17,080. We came up to about 17,200, and we are now in a very swift way going back to the lowest point of the day. I think, yes, we've made a low for the day once again with this second leg, which is appearing. So 250 lower on the Nifty, 17,075. We'll take a quick break here. We have the management of Stovecraft, Rajendra Gandhi, join us.